I'd go from bronze to mythic if I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. We're after our count for Bronze to Mythic. Episode 16, Draft 16. Diamond Tier 4. Again, if you missed the last draft, it was probably one of the shittiest game experiences I've ever had in Bronze to Mythic, period. Our draft was really cool. The games are really bad. So if you want to watch an all-time, worst games ever, go watch the last episode. For now, we're going to get back in and do our thing. And Diamond Tier 4, we're rocking and rolling. Draft 16, let's go. All right. We're coming back in. We're coming back into a heater of a pack. Hey, on tap's working again. All right. Tanic Steadfast second. So this has the problem of being a red card. Red's not super awesome, but this card is gas. 3/5 for 4 and gives all your stuff haste. And you can also warp things too. That's a nice one. We also have Trooper, Trajectory. We've got freaking Biomechan Engineer, Grav Kill. Plaza Bolt might table. I wanted to try like a really aggressive like red deck. Trying to get Plaza Bolts and like a bunch of shitters. Format's gotten pretty big, I feel like, where we've learned a lot in our last like handful of drafts that like kind of typical just control plus removal spells and card draws and pretty good. So I'm going to take the Tanic, planning on tabling the Plaza Bolt or the Pagnolin. I'm going to try it out. This might not be the best pick. We're going to try it out because we are here at Bronze. I think we're trying out the rares. Oh, I really want to try that card though too. No. Okay. This is a card I also really want to try. Damn. Is this the time? I kind of want to take Volkar Trooper. You really got to go all in with this one to make this thing work. Damn. I am... all right. This is a really hard pick. All right. I'm taking Symbiosis. Let's... Oh my god, there's no green cards. No!
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do.
All right.
Flip out, man.
Honor works here. The drone works here. This pack is stanky. I don't know if Honor's better than drone. All right. I think we're gonna stay. Just take Honor and see what happens. Gonna keep it kind of open. Okay. Sure. So that's a lot of green and white cards, which is a good sign. There's a Wandering Fumarole, Eliath. Someone's getting sued, right? Isn't the Marvel set the next set, right? I mean, Terrabotanist is great. That's fine. Starport Security on the wheel, maybe. Yeah, I mean, this is like fine. Our Tanic is probably not going to see the light of day here, but sure. Take the Botanist. This is a good lesson in just like, going where your draft takes you. Yeah, Banishing Light's great, sure. The problem is this rare needs a ton of counter cards to make it work. But if you can get it to work, it seems busted. So let's try it. Whatever. Let's give it a spin. I think we're in. Banishing Light's great. Green seems pretty open too. And there we go. Okay.
Bingo!
Looking for a lane and found a lane. So here's Halia, Ascending Cadet, 6th pick. This is the signpost uncommon for green and white, which is all about counters. And we still see some green and white cards, so things look pretty open. All right, cool. So let's do the thing. So, flexible. Flexibility is key. Let's add a counter, draw cards, And now we're just looking for a bunch of cheap creatures and counters if possible. So Pilot's great. The bad news is this pack is like pretty, I guess like there's a green and white card. The ball cards are bad. So yeah, sure. Take Pilot. Yeah, Tanic is, gotta go to the bench here. I like Tanic. Tanic's a house. Given haste is really powerful, but Tanic probably wants to be like a red-green deck, I would think. Like a Fires the Maya thing. But all right, so we see a Power Depot, which is an artifact land, comes in taps for colorless. Mana of any color for artifacts or artifact abilities, and has modular. It's not that good. Brightspear Zealot isn't a bad thing to wear counters. It's a pretty bad pack for us, but sure. And here's a Lux Knight Breacher, which plays pretty well this deck, actually. This is just a counter payoff card that can draw cards Terra Symbiosis and go big. Sure, this is our opening pack. So the Lightning Bolt didn't table, so I guess the Tanic plan was off the table anyway, so sure. Take the Breacher. Answer's great. Okay, we're kind of doing the thing. Focus Fire is great. Okay. Yes.
I'm in control here.
Green's a little thin, but like we don't need that many green cards in this deck, so very pleased that pack 1 has turned out for us. You know, it took a kind of sketchy rare. Was want to try it out in the worst color. Second pick's a pretty sketchy rare, but here we are. And back to opening up an All Fates Stalker, which is nice. It sucks that I would love a Dockworker drone, actually, but I think we can't afford to not take the All Fates Stalker. So let's take All Fates Stalker. If we get really lucky and able Dockworker drone, that'd be awesome, but probably not going to happen. Spec's fine. So let's try Stalker. We only have 3 green cards, but, you know, they are pretty important cards. Curve's looking all right.
You were out ruining your health and reputation with friends of low character.
Got back from vacation yesterday, so friends of low character would be my family, of course. What is going on, folks?
Anyone home?
Come on there, friends. Oh my god, what is happening? Remember, folks, first with that follow button. Watching YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. That works every time. All right, cool. All right, so we see Galactic Wayfarer, Rear Out Systems, another Eliath, Hard Light Containment, a card I think is kind of sketchy. Just take the Wayfarer here. We're not like, you know, an amazing Wayfarer deck, but the card's just really good, obviously. So, Reroute Systems. Maybe we table the Breacher. We need a lot of shitters, though. We really want 2-drops, so I want the drone so bad. We just really need cheap creatures. But yeah. I'll take the Galactic Wayfarer. That's a nice card. Say you want cheap creatures, and that's one right there. Inquisitor's good. Pretty happy with that. And yeah, great. Why would Scrap Bot be better than Wayfarer in this deck? Stinger, love to table that. Maybe Focus Fire also. Yeah, great. Cheap creatures, come on down. Night Luminary fits the bill as well. Tenderfoot's actually maybe better in our deck because we have the counter synergy. Luminary's better with Breacher, though. I think Breacher's an important part of our deck. So let's take Luminary. All right, so, oh my god. Woo! Man, this pack is stacked for us. Holy crap. All Fate Stalker is... It's good. It's better than Banishing Light. The Fate Maker would be great in our deck, too, unfortunately. But, yeah, I guess. Alright, I guess it's Stalker. It's also a creature for, like, our creature stuff. We are, like, pretty clunky right now, though. We have a lot of 4s. We have 4 4s at the moment. Drone. I think this might be a better card in a vacuum than Drone. But we are desperate for 2-drops. I actually want to have counters, too. So, slam a Drone. Curve that's our 3rd 2-drop. And we have 1 1-drop. So again, we really want these cheaper creatures. And we're pretty full on 4-drops so far. Yeah, and then now we have with the All Fate Stalker, it does have the mode of also blinking your own stuff, which is kind of cute. So that's kind of nice.
You big stupid jellyfish.
All right. Dual Set of Depths is pretty good. This card does wear counters quite well, and that's fine. Security is playable in our deck. It's our second Mutinous Massacre that we're passing, I guess, but thank you, Depths. This card wears a counter very well. And we are in very interesting territory. We definitely need more of a curve, but I think we're like on a decent path to where we're trying to go. Luminary Breacher. Okay, sick. So, Honor Knight Captain. We want the bodies. Savior is... Yeah, it's not really us. Sure. Take Captain. Captain plays well with our... Oh, man, we're doing it, folks. We are getting there.
Bingo.
White is super open. The 2-drops are coming. Captain's pretty cool with our Stalkers, too. Can blink them. This is a cool deck. We're doing cool stuff here, folks. I don't know if it's good or not, but we're doing pretty cool stuff. It's not going particularly fast, but we're trying, you know? We're trying. Systems and another Lux Knight Breacher. 6 systems. I'd probably play 2 of these max, and we probably will see one in pack 3 at some point, so cheap cards are good. And all right, sick. All right, pack 3. And the good news is that this is a pretty like sketchy archetype, so you might get lucky and get some cool late like uncommons or rares in pack 3. I don't think it's a crazy thing to happen. All right, big money. We open up a Cosmogoyf. All right, we got Focus Fire, Gene Pollinator, Wedgelight Rammer, and Harmonious Grove Strider. I think I want the Pollinator. I think the cheap creature plus mana is super nice in this deck. We have tons of things to do with the mana. Grove Strider's awesome, but I don't think that it's great in this deck. We don't want any clunky stuff. The Rammer, the Fire. Yeah, I'm thinking the Pollinator. This is a card that I have not been a big fan of in like the more like green, like big stuff decks. But I think in this deck it looks pretty nice. So Brewguard Elite, Luminary, Skysinger. Brewguard Elite is clearly a cool counters card. Yeah, I kind of want the Luminary instead, but I think Brewguard's still pretty good. We're just like pretty heavy up on expensive cards right now. But I think this probably does what we want it to do. And it makes the Pollinator more exciting too, so. All right, Dual Sun Technique, Double Strike, Cantrip, draw a card. But there's also a Relations, or a little lighter removal too. So, Symbiosis only triggers once, so no double draw there. Removal-wise, we have 2 Stalkers, a Banishing Light. That's mostly it. Double Strike Cantrip's pretty good. I don't know what to take here. I'm being totally honest. It's my table. Let's take this. Take Saber card. Take your removal spell. Sunstar Lightsmith. This is a counters card, technically. I'm in. We're a little heavy on 4, but I'm in. Sure, ship it. This is 23 cards. The wording here is, yeah, put a counter, draw a card. There's our boosters to go along with our Honored Knight Captain. Also a little clunky, but I think still pretty high upside. We gotta cut some of the expensive cards. I don't know which ones we're gonna cut yet, but we'll see. I mean, like, these all have warp also, so that kind of helps. Tenderfoot's great. I think in our deck, Tenderfoot's better than Starfighter Pilot is, where it's usually the opposite, but we need to cut some stuff here. Like, let's see. Banishing Light, Adepts. Pretty happy with, like, all of this, honestly. Rescue Skiff is not going to make our deck. And then probably not. Fawbringer either. Whatever, sure. Want to cut Terra Botanist? That's tough. This card's pretty good. Like, even just as a cheap, we just want 2-drops. We're just dying for 2-drops. I much prefer to cut any card that costs more than 2. Second Focus Fire is pretty good too. Our curve's kind of nice. We have a lot of cheap cards. Man. God, so many cards. We could, in theory, skew our deck more white and just play only a small handful of green cards. But I don't know. Let's take a second here. We have so many playables now. There's so many playables. All right. White was super open. Green wasn't even like that open, but the cards we wanted, So let's take a look. Drastic likes it. This is also, it's double green on the back end, but yeah, Scout Survivors actually isn't bad in this deck, which is kind of cool. 3 Focus Fires. Reroute system. I think we're going to cut the systems. There aren't really things you want to protect, right? This is expensive. The boosters goes along with the Knight Captain, despite not being great in this deck. I don't think we're mono white because the Terra Symbiosis is insane in this deck. We got to cut 2 more cards. Maybe cut the Breacher. I mean, how many counters? What's like actually counter our counters cards? Like, this does add a counter technically. Drones has counters. The Tenderfoot has counters. And Honor has counters. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 cards that care about counters to go with Terra Symbiosis. This card doesn't need to draw that many cards to be really good, I don't think. This is a really interesting spot. We have a lot of playables. We're like pretty much there on the theme. I need a second, folks. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need every cheap creature. I don't think cutting a cheap creature is like a possible thing. Cutting the Breacher is tough because like it is a pretty big synergy card to go with Terra Symbiosis. I don't think we can afford to cut any counters cards if we're going to try and make the Symbiosis work. Maybe cut the boosters. We just don't need this card. I know it makes the Captain a better card. Captain's already fine in our deck. And we have a bunch of shitters to go with the Breacher. We have Banishing Light, Double Stalker. Maybe cut a Focus Fire. Focus Fire is quite good in this deck. Yeah, Booster is nice, but I think we don't need ways to push through. We have a Symbiosis, removal spells, so on and so forth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need every 2-drop possible. I want to cut a Focus Fire and not be very confident about it, honestly. And the card is quite good, but all right, let's ship this. It sucks because like I feel like this would be a really good deck in best of 3. I would love the sideboard and Scout for Survivor sometimes, maybe Focus Fire sometimes, Shattered Wings, boosters for grinding your matchups, etc., and so on and so forth. So, but all right, that's our deck. So we got even split on lands, even though we're heavier in white. We need to have green early. I think green's fundamentally important to this deck. We could go 7-9 or 7-9, but I think I want to do it like this. I think our green cards are that important. We could like cut the Pollinator. The Botanist is like, I know we're not like an insane landfall deck, but if we were to cut Pollinator, shift to 9/7, and then play what instead? Pollinator's like really good in this deck though. We just want to cast just Double Spell and cast our big stuff fast. I get by the mana being too bad though. I'm going to play it as is. I'm going to play the Pollinator. So here's our deck, folks. Kind of a weird one. We have a interesting green-white counters deck. Haven't done this one yet. So that's the deck. What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay, believer or non-believer. What do you think? Do your bidding here, and let's see if we can. We might do some build changes as we go on, but we're gonna run it like this and see how it goes. All right. Yeah, sure. I mean, a little lacking in oomph. That's fine. They play a Lava Claw Reaches. Fancy. Alright, so I'm gonna lean on Botanist. Like these cards, I guess like the white card and Focus Fire is a little weird. It's a Wayfarer. Sure. So like if I don't draw planes here, I can't attack. And maybe I was wrong, honestly. If I leave with the drone, playing drone naked kind of sucks because you want to be able to have extra stuff to do with it, but alright, whatever, just play the drones, I guess. Double white here too. Getting punished for our mana base a bit. 9-7 might have been better. They are coming in. Bring it on, Jund player. Chat, where you been? What are you doing on? Fungal Colossus. That was us last draft. Alright, this is good for us. We want to land. Just tenderfoot attack. Pretty obvious Focus Fire, but whatever.
Get off my plane.
I thought it was obvious, but...
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
So next turn we can play our Broodguard Elite, get our counters going. They're going to attack again, sure. For all you Bronze to Mythic folks, Bronze to Mythic fans out there, we're going to be doing a Bronze to Mythic draft event in Atlanta. It's going to be free to play. Come draft with me. Nicole's coming to the event to help run it. And it's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be on Saturday afternoon. If you're coming to Atlanta, more info to come. I'll make a graphic and stuff, but pretty cool stuff. First time I'm announcing it, so. Play a land. This is a Ward 2. So we can Focus Fire, pay the Ward, and then play this for like 1 if we want to. Yeah, will they do it again is the question. I think I don't do this. I'm just gonna attack. If I attack and they don't block this time, it's a little scary, but then I just crank the Broodguard Elite, I think, so. Let's see what they do. Not going to block this time, sure. So we'll crank a Broodguard Elite and put 4 counters on the Dockworker drone. Oops. What is that? So X is 4. 4 counters on Dockworker drone. Sega. If they have a Grav kill, we're in trouble to exile this. They can't exile it, though. We're in pretty good shape. Play a Blade. Alright. So we're in like an interesting racing scenario. Focus Fire is pretty gas. We're gonna crack a lander. This thing comes at the end of turn, so... Big question here, are they going to attack or not? They are going to attack, so they're coming in for a ton of damage.
No, that's a lot of damage.
6, 7, 8. We draw a land. Alright, so we get to play... this thing's huge. That is really, really big. So play a land. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Theoretically, we've got lethal here. We just bumped Enderfoot twice. That's probably not going to work, though. So I don't really like... Don't really like that. I think I'm interested in attacking with both of these, playing this and leaving up 1 white, and having 2 blockers for their attack. I think there's like, you know, certainly a non-zero chance there's dead on board, but it would be insane to go for that, I think. So, yeah, let's attack. We're going to play attack with these. probably going to sniff that one out, I feel like. Sure. That's fine. I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, so they kill my drone. Put the counters on the botanist. This thing's really big. Play a Broodguard Elite and make it probably just the biggest it can be now. No, it's indestructible. I can't kill that. Yeah. I don't think we bother leaving Focus Fire up. It's just want the stats in play. Man. This card's good. It's a good Magic card. It's definitely definitely good.
Good lord. Gigantism.
Oh, another stone. They've got another trick. That's tough, folks. Tough spot. We double block and they have a trick, we probably can't win. If we could, like, chump and start, like, trying to race. If we chump, we have a lethal attacker that they need to, like, block every turn. That's not, like, great, though, because I'm in this terrible chumping spot. Ay, 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 ay. Not a good spot to be. 2 cards in hand. Pretty confident attack, too. Sub. Kai, thanks to resub. They're 10. So we chump, attack back. They chump, we chump, and just like who can draw more creatures, basically. We can't even cast this creature. This doesn't really do anything either. This is really tough. Probably not going to work, but I think it's our best chance to win. Yeah, whatever. Oh my god, they have a black, black, black spell. Oh, actually, isn't it? They punted! It's whenever it leaves play, not exiles.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
That's gas. All right, so now the game's just over. I mean, we have a lethal attacker, they chump block. We've got a cadet for another blocker. Leaving up Focus Fire is not really necessary. Holy moly.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
I could also... Yeah, this is fine. All right, let's just attack. Attack for a bunch. They're in the abyss. They chump. Play the cadet. Yeah, play the cadet. Put a counter on... I think Tenderfoot. I want to keep the cadet alive. Just block a Tenderfoot. Actually, they can pump, right? So they pump twice. It's... Well, they can't attack, though. They just die, so... Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, they're just dead, so...
Game.
Wow!
Blouses.
That is something. That sure is something.
No, that's a lot of damage.
Alright, so take 9. We draw a card. Say go. Your turn. We're gonna win.
Yeah.
You got it, friend. Tell me. What do you think of this game, friend? We're in, folks! Woo! Remember, folks, we are brought to you by Rogue Energy. Sour watermelon today is my flavor of choice. And I'm not big on caffeine. Maybe some folks are. It's awesome for you if you're a big caffeine person. But I like the hydration line, personally. No sugar, no caffeine, 5 calories, B vitamins, good shit for you, and keeps you hydrated, tastes great. Check it out. RogueEnergy.com, promo code Jim Davis MTG for 20% off your order. RogueEnergy.com. Hand's great keep.
Snap keep.
Bodies, Breacher. Where's our rare at, though? You know? That's not the rare. Alright, the Botanist. Botany Bay.
There's a landfall at that spot.
Botany Bay. This is City Alpha 6! Alright, yeah, we're just gonna attack and play Awkward Drone. Sounds good. We got Stalker for their first big thing. We got Breachers, decent size. Kind of scary. Oh, never mind, they just put in a Stinker, sure.
Still a piece
I was gonna say, scary board, they have like, you know, they got some mana and some cards and stuff, but... Alright, so... Breacher will be a 4-4, that's quite bad. Honestly, we can just Stalker this thing and attack. I think with them having a Relic in play, we're kind of just like, want to play bodies. So I'll just do this. Let's cast Stalker, eat their guy. Just get in, lay some beats, you know? Get our Breacher bigger. Cool with me. Grove Strider's really coming for us today, you know? Alright, so we play a land. We no longer have attacks anymore. We can just play two things and make our Breacher really big, so sure. This is fine. Cards on the table, you know? What are we going to do? Say go. We play a, what is it going to be? A freaking 8-8? I think this card's okay. I know it's got a bad rap, but I think in the right spots, this card's fine. It's a Cave Crasher. Oh my god, we're going to do it. Holy shit, we're going to do it. Shh, 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 shh. Don't tell them anything. Shh. Be very quiet. Very, very quiet. Everybody be cool. They say go with 4 mana up. Don't put me on emergency meeting when we're in a spot like this. Alright, I think we're just going to draw off Tenderfoot. And just Luminary. So, if I play the Breacher and they like, kill this or spot, yeah, whatever, sure. They have a counter spell or something. Yeah, we're just going to Tenderfoot. Just give him my Tendies. Let's put a counter. Draw 1 card.
Bingo.
Yes, please. And yeah, warp this thing in. And a counter Visco nuts. Just free Tendies, folks. They do have 2 blue up, that's true with the Pollinator. Or should I say go? I mean, like when this card goes, it goes. And I think we're going to go next turn, so. They're going to sack the Relic with nothing to stun. Love it. Who wants to draw 8 cards next turn? Raise your hand in chat. Kill my Tendy. Sure, that's fine. Tap out. Tap out. Tap out. Tap out. Everyone say tap out. Tap out. Tap out. Tap out. Tap out. You two folks are coming to base. God, son of a... That's fine. That's still a good draw, too. All right, so... Yeah, we'll just do this, I guess, right? So, X is 3. I like how we're, like, doing stuff, but not the biggest stuff yet. You know, we still have, like, bigger fish to fry. X is 4, sorry. You counter this? Alright, we're good. Play land. Unfortunately, it doesn't go twice because it's only once turn, but... So, we're going to Leaves play. We drew Honor, too. We're going to save this, I think. We'll try and put the counters on a drone. They might have, like, a... They might have a like a Lost in Space, something like that, but I think it's fine. Just put these here. Cool. What are you doing? Consult the star charts. Yeah, whatever. We're doing it, folks. We are doing it. Landfall. Whatever. They do have 7 cards in hand, but we're about to have a whole lot more than that, so... Here's an Engineer. That card's good. And a Navigator. Their deck looks pretty good, but... Hopefully, which won't matter. I think I would like to maybe not even play big guy yet. We also have our... Okay. I think we're should cast it. We have a lot of the 1 mana spells to draw too. Yes, please.
Bingo!
We draw All Fate Stalker, Light Stall Inquisitor. We can Diplomatic Relations. Damn, we have so many cards. I don't know what to do. I have too many cards in my hand. Biomech and Engineer is getting there. It's not there yet. Dock Worker Drone can definitely get in. Is there... We have the Relations too. Alright, I'm just gonna attack. Just too many cards in our hand. I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, if they just take this... So they have this stupid protection spell again. God, son of a bitch. Alright, so that sucks. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but whatever, it's fine. So this is gonna die. We'll put the counters on the Starfighter pilot. And then we're going to just play, I think, Lightstall and Captain. We have 2 7/7s in play. They can be 8/8s next turn. So I think we're, like, pretty well sized up. They exile a Cerebral Download, which is not a card you want to cost 6, I don't think. Alright, say go. Full hand. Clear Heart. Biomech and Engineer is... It's kind of like actually just cute, right? Like, oh, you want to draw 2 cards for 8 mana? That's cute. Like... Grove Strider's annoying. We have Relations also. We're also fine just like buffing our board up. 1425. Mouth of the Storm. That's a big word. Okay, sure. That's the hell of a game, yeah. We draw a Dock Worker Drone. We do have 14 cards in deck, so we're not like dying to draw a million cards here. This pumps the team, which is kind of cute. We can Honor on Abyss for double strike. We can... There are many, many options available to us here. So many options. Dual Sun Adepts. Relations can't kill the flyer yet. Holy shit, dude. They can Biomechan next turn. Holy balls. Wait, no, we did. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 2, 3 left. You can like relations and just kill their Ghost Rider, or just kill Ghost Rider while they're tapped out. I can't even do that yet because I don't have anything big enough. All right. All Fate Stalker could eat something. That's also risky, putting a good thing under All Fate Stalker. I could Dual Sun, Wayfarer, or just play 3 bodies, maybe. Sure. We can draw a card. Yeah, option paralysis here for sure. Sego. We've got... They're out-carded, out-matted, and out-boarded at the moment. I have a headache. Warp your Stalker targeting your own to change from Stinger to a dinosaur. That's cute. Self-craft, draw a card, sure. Yeah, this card can't deck you. It isn't mana, which is cool, so... Put a counter on the Grove Strider. Play another land. Now it's a 9. Draw another land. Okay. I mean, you can put counters on the Double Striker. Sort of. This creature dies. Holy shit balls. Oh, I can't... Yeah, it's only non-assassins, right? So, 2 cards in hand. They do have card draw, so we are, like, looking to maybe get things going a little bit. I'm going to start by just honoring. Let's draw 2. Draw card. Draw card. Alright. I don't... Got 10 cards in our deck. We're fine on our deck. We can do a 6/6 Broodguard Elite. We can double pump this thing, too, and just freaking kill him with this. Holy shit. 4. I have 4 left over. The ward costs for all Fate Stalker are really annoying. I could... Jesus. This is the hardest game I've ever played. 1. Next turn I start drawing cards. 7, 9. I'm just gonna play this big and say go. We can't Stalker our own Stalker. It's non-assassin. We say go. Like, we're not really in any trouble, you know? Like, we're 27 life. We have a huge board. We can, like, double pump. Got pumps for days. 2 removal spells in our hand. We don't want to get blown out one of our removal spells, which is, you know, possible by them removing this thing. Tractor Beam. Well, now we can, like... We can blink to all Fate Stalker our guy back. That's kind of cool. Alright, so play land. We're gonna warp this. I want to kill their Grove Strider, but we're like a point short at the moment. Maybe we use the Enhancer. Counter here. Yep, definitely the hardest game I ever played. Here in here. I think we draw one. Okay. We're going to kill the Grove Strider. Okay. And now we can attack with a lot of stuff. Need that 4K monitor, yeah. It does bin it, so... okay. So we attack. Again, we're going to get back our global pump guy from exile at the end of turn. We still have a stalker in our hand and a enhancer in our hand and a bajillion bodies. So I think we're in like phenomenal shape right now. I think it would take a minor miracle for our opponent to win this game. I think we're looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling it. Feeling the vibes. All right, that's great. They got 5. He's blink out. We get our guy back. Real proof of concept here for this card, right? This card has been unreal this game. Nothing like having 10 lands in play, 4 lands in your hand, and never being able to lose. Love that for us.
Do a barrel roll.
The end stone. It is the end for you, so we're gonna have no problem dealing 10 damage in a turn, that's for sure. So play a land. We're just gonna freaking kill them, right? We're just gonna like O-ring a thing. We can just pump this. We can just pump squad twice and kill them, probably, right? Like 5, 10. Yeah, just vanishing light. It's possible we didn't need to do this, but yeah, just like whatever. You figure it out. Honestly, just gonna pump a team and kill them. I'm sure this is lethal. At the minimum, every unblocked creature is 2, and they only have 4 blockers. They're mega dead. They're gonna block though.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
This was a really nice game. This was a really like, oh wow, we're doing the thing kind of game. All right, good game. Their deck was good too. Their deck was actively very good. That's kind of an ugly hand, but we're gonna keep. We are playing an even mana base, so plenty of green sources to draw. We've got tokens and removal spells, which is fine. Nutrient block, sure. I don't know why I think this card is flash. I think that was the last set, right? Fast food or whatever, fat instant ramen. All right, micro sizer.
Still a piece of garbage.
I think that card's bad, but there you go. These are cool sleeves. Swamp. Sack the block. This is a great start for us. Our opponent actually hasn't done anything yet, so we draw a 3-drop too. Man, easy game, right? Easy game. 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, 3 removal spells. This card's awesome. Huge fan of this card. One of the best white commons, if not the best white common. Here's a Grav Blade Heavy. I think this card's kind of stinky. It's a little annoying because like it does put us off curve to try and kill this. To the point where maybe we just use relation instead of focus fire. Well, because they're just tapped out. I could just guarantee. Yeah, let's actually just do that. Let's honor. Let's draw a card. Vanishing light too. Yeah, that's fine. Just gotta kill this.
Get off my plane.
Opponent's deck does not look so hot so far. Galactic Wayfarer doing the thing.
You can have the space rock.
Land or spell is good here. Here's Virulent Silencer and Cryogen Relic in the wrong order. Folks, play your card or spells first. Alright. And so we can play Ascendant Cadet here. Draw a card, most likely. Sure. Take our poison counters. No problem. So draw off the Cadet. Which is great. Say go. Get Luminary, Focus Fires, removal spells for days. Feeling extremely comfortable in this game. Our opponent has not done too much. Blade. Live by the blade. Die by the blade. And again. Not making fun of my opponent. I'm pointing out their mistakes so you don't make them. This is a real basic, like, Bronze to Mythic 101 thing. Magic the Gathering 101, alright? If you plan on drawing a card at any point in your turn that's not conditional to anything else, draw it before you do anything else. Maybe you draw a card that changes how you want to do things, you know? So they're going to attack. We'll take 2 poison, I suppose. Just, you know, a thing that can happen, I guess. And then we will tap. Starfighter Pilot. Alright, so I think I just like Luminary here. We'll just focus fire this thing down. We have 2 shots at it also, so. There are sweepers in blacks. I'm going to hold back the pilot. Just leave up to do this. There's like a few sweepers in blue-black. There's like a 6-mana Wrath Milieu. There's like a -X thing. There's Entropic Battle Cruiser. Discard a card, lose 3, and then if it cruise all the way, it's a 3/10. That's pretty good when it actually goes all the way. And they're going to station. That plays around Focus Fire, which is a little annoying, but that's totally fine. Because they're just at 10, they're just dead on board, so. Tell me more, I suppose. They have a sack a thing, kill a thing, sure. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we just crack this old thingy and we will probably just. I don't know. I think that's what we do, honestly. Alright. Lux Knight Breacher, sure. I mean, this thing, attack, each point discards a card, and then I lose 3. That's fine. We could just Banishing Light it, of course, if we're like that. Whatever, sure, it's fine. That was a weird game. Their deck wasn't really doing its thing, I feel like, so that's fine. We'll take it. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. A little light on action, but there's a Wayfarer. Cool. So we'll lead on. Now that I drew a 3-drop, I mean, our 2-drop might just die here. I don't really have Starfighter Pilot. This card's like one of those cards where it's like, it's very good early. If they counter it or kill it, whatever, you know, like, it's good because you play it early and gain 4 life off of it. If you play it later, it's not going to do anything, so that's fine. Take the exchange. This is where Breachers are going to look pretty bad, I think. There you go.
See that land over there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for Survey Mecha. I want to play this card really badly. Doesn't mean it's good, I just want to play it. This would be a 5/5. I might just cash this guy in right now. This is the kind of card where I guess I control like a bunch of removal spells. You kind of want to just get it where the getting's good. I think a 5/5 for 4 is totally reasonable. I don't want to have them kill some stuff and have like a 2/2 again, so. Yeah, let's just attack. It is each other. You are correct.
Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity.
That being said, I think it's still fine. I'm going to play the Cadet next turn, pump this guy, 2 4/4 attackers. Yeah. Worse than I thought, but still fine. Now if there's enough pressure on board, they have to do something, and then I can hopefully jam a cadet and get at least one card off of it, which would be great. Land 5 for them, 4 cards in hand. This card is, I think it's like playable, but it is not very big. 4 mana 1/3 is Followers Faithful. I get to draw cards. Me? Moi? Wow, thank you. That's so nice of you. Blue is up. This is a really good spot for the Halia. If they have a Desert Disaster, if it sucks, but I don't care. This spot's way too good, so. Resolve it, buff it, pop it, twist it. No good plays for them here. Jump blocker, I draw a card. Either one's a great win for us. Hidden Blade? Anyone? Hidden Blade? Raise your hand, chat, if you know what I'm talking about. Hidden Blade? Hand's great. Cards everywhere. We're ahead on board. Feeling good. Not from Assassin's Creed, no. No one knows what Hidden Blade is in relation to this card right here. Damn, man. No one? For as rough as this draft lined up for us, this draft lined up pretty well for us. Yeah, I think our deck's pretty sweet, honestly. Here's a Hole Carver, which is annoying, but like we have the focus fires, it's fine. Dock Worker Drone, sure. This is all great for us, I think. This is gonna pump itself. We're gonna kill this with focus fire. Sure. Hidden Blade is a card from Riftbound. It is a yellow card that destroys a creature and its controller draws 2. I'll be going back to LA next week for more Riftbound work, which is pretty sweet. I'm flying straight to LA from Orlando. Riftbound's kind of gas. Like, pretty excited about the game, honestly. I know I'm working on it too, but like, you can't play it yet. The cards are not released in the U.S. So, you can print them out if you want to. You know, you're like proxy them and start playing or play like online or whatever. But currently the cards are out in China and they'll be out in late October. So we are just crushing our opponent. We're gonna play around. No, that's fun. Rules are out. Yep. Rules are out. The whole first set is available on the internet to look at. Wasn't actually released for like a month or 2, I guess. So. But yeah, played a lot of Riftbound in the last month. So I printed out 2 decks for me and Nicole to play with, kind of keep me fresh between Riot sessions. Yeah, Gen Con went really well for them. They said they had 8,000 people try the game, and the line was out the door the entire time. So, Peregrine Beckoner coming in here on a warp. What's happening right now? Like, I don't even know what's going on. Am I like sleeping? Like, what is happening? Like. All right. I mean, they look really dead, so let's honor. I should get the card. I can see the card in their hand too. It's kind of fun. All right, let's see what card they got in their hand. Like they just haven't done anything. I don't know what's going on. Like, we had a few blue black opponents now just like not do actual anything. You know, like very strange. All right, so they're going to draw a card, Nutrient Block. We're going to get one of those cards. A little bit of taxes on it. They exile an all... Like, are they just, like, playing a bunch of different lands and haven't drawn any of them or something like that? Like, what is going on? Like, all right, so... I mean, we're going to attack with everything. We're going to put an extra counter on this. We're gonna bottom that, and we're gonna just obliterate our opponent, I guess. This draws for multiple creatures, too. Like, they're gonna double chump. I don't like that. We'll draw a card. You're not gonna play anything else. I think the Wrath is double black anyway, so... Okay. All right. Mono white. Let's go. Actually, a great hand. We have like raise the alarm, breacher. The goose is loose. Oh, no. All right. Well, the good news is our hand's pretty aggressive because this card's really good. Ripbound is a card game made by Riot. Riot's new paper card game based on the League of Legends IP. Designed by a bunch of former Magic people. Zookeeper. Zookeeper's good. That's a good card. No station. We're gonna Luminary, even though it's not as big as the drone. I want to get the Luminary in, cast Luminary next turn, and then cast a huge breacher. So this card's been fine. Lux Knight Breacher. I feel like I'm having more fun with the format today. I feel like I wasn't loving the format, but today has been pretty fun. We've had 3 pretty unique decks. You know, not necessarily winning every game or anything like that, but like I feel like we're exploring a bit more. I'm getting a better grasp on the format. Here's a Turbo Drone. They're gonna station up. They're gonna balance stationing with trying to be defensive. It's fine. We could all fates get in for 3, but I should get my guy down, I think. Get the guy down and then cast our breacher huge. Red-green decks struggle with huge creatures. If I get this to be like a 7/7 or an 8/8, that'd be monstrous, so. Land 4. 5 mana. Possible haste. We are green-white. Just mono-white this draft. Vault Guard Trooper. That's a pretty good card. And they had discard in their hand here, so. Let me just have all Fate Stalker. And a drone, maybe. We'll see what happens. Opponents of a tank. They are. Wow, that is aggressive. I'm gonna give my opponent a Leroy for that one. All right, sure. Come in for 6. Live your life. They're not discarding this thing. Discard your hand. Draw 2. We draw a forest. I mean, so Breacher would come in as a 7/7, which is pretty well sized, but I'm gonna be a little greedier, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna cast the All-Fate Stalker first. And give him a Leroy of our own here. If they're able to kill my Stalker, they can return the thing, give it haste again. It's kind of annoying, but if we need to pivot to a more defensive stance, we can. And unfortunately, this land is really, really powerful in the long game, so waiting is not great. All right, that sucks. Let's kill that, get their guy back. We're still going to have an 8/8, which is important, I think. I think 8/8's a really good size. And if they want to get in for a bunch again, they can certainly do it. Also, by applying pressure, it makes it harder to crew this, because they need to remove blockers. All right, they're coming in again. Bring it on. Take 6. I ain't scared. Why would I be scared? Mortified, petrified, stupefied. About you.
Yep.
Sedge class seed ship, discard your hand, draw. This is what I was saying about the format being where when you have the crew stuff, that was a great draw. When you have the crew stuff, and you're behind, it's really hard to do anything. You know, like, because you just can't, like, you can't tap all your stuff for all these things. We're going to drone and breacher. We're definitely attacking for a ton. I think we might leave back one guy to block with. I mean, the ship can get us in the air. We have focus fire in our hand. We want to kill it on the backswing if possible, too. Moving an 8/8's pretty difficult. Yeah, this is fun. I have 2 blockers. This is fun. They go to 6. We have focus fire in hand, which is really important. They want to curve a siege ship, and they want to attack me with it. Like, sure. It puts the thing in untapped to block. It's not like the Eldrazi.
What have we got on the spacecraft that's good?
3 cards in hand. Kind of an interesting game, honestly. I know this card's like good, but I've always never loved this kind of card. Like, we're dead if they see the line. They don't have enough mana to curve this thing and pump it. Like, well, I guess if they have an untapped land, that is true. Yeah, they have. I missed it. I missed the Zookeeper. They have an untapped land. We're dead. Shit. So I punted. I screwed up. All right, I'm an idiot. I just didn't see it.
Just did a bad thing.
I just like I just saw having 5 lands in play, and just figured I just didn't even register with Zookeeper yet. I wasn't counting it for itself and their land drop. No, they see it. Yeah, we're dead. I also moused over like 9 times too. That's pretty shitty. I just stone punted this game. A game we could probably never lose.
Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity.
That's pretty bad. That's a pretty bad punt. All right.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Sure. War reset. Thanks so much. Yeah, that was very bad. Listen, I'm not perfect. It's a tough one. It happens. You gotta shake it off, you know? And this hand's great, so let's keep this. Got our Pollinator start. We can go Pollinator into Drone Honor. Let's guess. We're gonna ship it. Got drones for days, man. Nice hand. It's a tough one. Tough loss. Humble. That's old Colin. What's up, Colin? Alright, so we're gonna go Dock Worker Drone and then put a counter on it. We really want to draw a card here. That's the important part. So, don't find a land. We do find a land. Awesome. Love to get our Dual Suns in play and then start putting counters on it. So we can go next turn. We can go Dual Sun and. Oh no, we can't. We can't do both. Graph back, sure. Okay, so it's just double 2-drop here. Yeah, it's double 2-drop. So we attack Botanist Drone. That sounds great. Yeah, getting Dual Sun in play costs too much of our tempos. That's fine. So attack for 3. Got a good old-fashioned race here, and we are pollinating out all our stuff. Also getting some life too, which is sweet. So here's the Botanist. Here's the Dock Work Drone. All right. And we can just block Colin here? This is a pretty weird attack, right? We have to block and move a counter. That's like really tempting. I'm blocking. They got a trick, so be it. Let them have it. Bring it on. Cool. And the counter will go on the Botanist. They kill it response, I don't care. Next turn's going to be Dual Sun, and hopefully we draw like a 2-drop or some spell we can guess. Alright, that makes sense. They had Fell Grab Ship, so they want to trade. That's fine.
Shields up, weapons online.
Oh, we draw Terra Symbiosis. Okay, so that's why they wanted to. Oh, they hit this thing anyway, which is very good for them. But now we can just Terra Symbiosis and just go nuts next turn. That's cool. Yeah, sure. All right, sure. Next turn's a nice one. We only draw 1 off the Wet Blade Enhancer, but that's fine. Oh, Focus Fire. That counts the ship too. Sure. That was pretty good for them. I think we're still okay here. Here's Starfield. Warp in, get a 1-dropper planes.
30 seconds to warp threshold.
That can help crew the Grav ship, which is fine. Some pretty cool games today. And Bright Spear Zealot, which can crew this thing. Are they gonna crew it? Or are they gonna wait? Interesting call here. They're gonna crew. Alright, so warp that out. They're tapped out. We draw a Lux Knight Breacher. This will be a 4/4 that draws 2 cards. Yeah, I think we're in for that. I like that better than playing Wet Blade Enhancer. Breacher, draw 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the problem is they're going to activate their ship next turn and start gaining life in the air. But I think we're doing enough defensively where that's okay. Are they going to play 2 spells? Maybe. Next turn we can Dual Sun and warp this and draw more cards. I think that depends how good their hand is. I think we're in pretty good shape, but Grav ship turning on and getting lifelink is kind of tough. We're not really doing anything in the air, so they have 2 more flyers to work with. Okay, that's a lot of lifelink. All right, we got a block now. Sure. That's pretty good, but I think we're okay. We draw Sunstar Lightsmith. So we could... Damn, man. He has been tough. So I wanted to go Dual Sun Adepts, Warp Weft Blade, and add some counters, attack, and start draw some cards. Now we get Sunstar first, and then just play the Adepts. I draw a card off Sunstar and a card off Symbiosis, but then I can't attack. And they're getting in for a lot in the air. That's tough, because the race is really, really difficult here with these flyers. We just need to draw removal spells, I think. We have a lot of removal spells in our deck we can draw too. So I think with that being the case, we're going to do that. We're going to go land, Sunstar, Adepts. So do this. We draw off Lightsmith. We draw off Symbiosis. We draw land. That's not ideal. Taking 5 in the air, and then we're dead in the air next turn. Yeah, I mean, like, if we don't draw our removal spell, we're dead. But, like, what are you going to do? You know, like, we need to draw out of this for sure. We can warp this next turn. Draw another card. They're coming in. Jeez. Alright. We could block with the drone, move the counters over, and, like, draw. But, like, we gotta kill this thing. So, they have a trick here. We're probably dead, but... Artosis Pylon? What are you talking about? What Artosis Pylon? Wrong game. They just say go. They also have the life loss on this too. That sucks. This game went weird. We didn't draw any of our removal. We kind of like sort of got there, but didn't. This is 3, 5, 4, 8, 9. We can deal 13 this turn. Don't think I have any outs. Draw a card. I don't think all Fate Stalker. No, we're dead to the delicacy too. I mean, if they miss a delicacy, maybe we can win, but that's probably not gonna happen. But all right. This is warped. Stalker, Exile, Flyer. Yeah, I mean, they have to, like, you know, just not realize what's going on here, but... Blinking Grav Ship is pretty sketchy. We're going to just... Oops. So we're putting ourselves dead on board, so we have another play. Hopefully they just miss it. It's a weird game. I guess they played a lot of really good cards. It didn't feel like their draw was like particularly insane or anything like that, but they did play a lot of really good cards. Well, they didn't sacrifice the delicacy end step. So it's just like, sit here and hope they don't kill us. Alright, well, sure, whatever. Alright, tough game. We just kind of got beat. Yeah, I'll tell you. The last game was the real one. The one we punted. That's where we really got hurt. Yeah, sure. Gene Pollinator to the rescue. Old Gene here. Breeding pool. Alright, so... botanist attack. Mark says, even about the punt game, you weren't counting yourself dead on board. Playing Focus Star is better than playing 2-drop. Yeah, you're probably right. I was overconfident. I was arrogant.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
We're gonna Sunstar here and have some great chance to get some really good stuff going. This is dope. Turn 3 Sunstar is very nice. Don't kill my Sunstar. If you kill my Sunstar. Please don't.
No, you can't. Don't even try.
No! No!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That sucks. Oh my god, what a draw. Alright. That's a little exciting turn 3 for them there. Add some counters, buff things up. They now have a 3/5 Death Touch. It's not on Trample until this thing comes in, but that was a good draw. IG Relation. I can't even kill it, though. It's just too big. Sure. This sucks. Sure. This is pretty large and in charge. We're just going to tap this. Man. That sucks. We needed this guy pretty badly. Right card? Alright, so... they're going to pump the 4-3. They're going to say go. We draw Honor, which is a pretty cool draw. That helps us get above the hump a little bit. Alright. I think counter on 10. Even though I want to put counters on the drone, I need to get to 5 to kill this thing, so... that's pretty good too. So that would allow us to just blink this thing or just get this thing out of here. And removes all the counters and buffs on it and everything. Okay. In that case, do you want to relations down the Fate Maker? Or just pump this guy? 2, 3. So you can always warp this thing too and just like blink it and deal with it later. I kind of like that. So pump this and just say go. Plan being next turn we warp this to blink this out and then relations maybe. Sure. They say go. Okay. 2 mana up, probably looking at a lander here. cool. I think we just try in relations. We can pump the drone and get him with both. This could go wrong, but I think they just want a lander. I could be wrong. If they had that pump spell again, that would suck. That card's been wrecking us all day. Jesus, man. Biocyclic Burst has been our kryptonite all day. All right. That's a good sign. What's up, wizard? Next week. Sack-a-lander. Sack-a-lander. Alright, well, I think they're out, folks. So, they got one card left. Hopefully it's not a Fell Grav Ship, or not. I mean, whatever it's called. The 7-mana wonky one. Are still in pretty good shape here, I think. Like, it's a Cryo Shatter? Sure. This is fine. So we can... They're just done. They are out of stuff to do. We get rid of the Fate Maker. I mean, this kind of sucks, I guess, but... like, they ain't doing much for a while, you know? The problem is the top of their deck's probably better than the top of our deck is, but... rid of this. Slowly build this thing up so we can actually block something. The top of their deck is probably better than ours, but sure. Vanilla 4/4. What do we got? How about an enchantment rare that we second picked? That's not bad. This dies when it's dealt combat damage. Still gets the block. It becomes tapped or dealt damage. So if you have a very large... God, son of a bitch. Alright, well, that's pretty good. So it can still block. Now they have a 4 power creature. A 4/6, a 4/4. Yeah, that's not the best. That was a pretty good draw. We draw one big dumpy idiot. Love it. We're gonna tap for white. Throw this guy again, just so you go. I mean, bit of a board stall with a big idiot and use. That's fine. This guy, we draw land. I mean, 7/7 gets in. It's not a very good trade. So they have this guy anyway. So. Yeah, we're just going to pump this guy up twice. Just looking for something cool to do, you know? So now we're at a spot where, like, their first attack, we get one good block in, which is awesome. Play Crasher, sure. Whatever, I guess. We have, how much mana? We have 8 lands. We're getting close to double pump territory on the Dual Sun Adepts, too. It's a big boy, folks.
Good lord.
They also have big boys. Hello.
Bingo.
Alright, that's where we're at. So, now do we want to pump the Double Striker? We can pump it for a lot. Yeah, I'm in. Alright, so... I guess I want him back on defense, right? So let's tap this guy. Alright, so we got X equals 8.
Good lord. Gigantism.
Put it on the Dual Sun. Just your casual 10/10 Double Striker. And they play a God Bomb. That's kind of horrifying, actually. It's a good draw on their side. It's a good draw on their side. It's a good draw for them, but... so... Next turn, they sack the lander. They give everything +1/+1, Vigilance, and Haste. Not Trample. I'm going to play a big Broodguard Elite. And I have this guy to block too. And they're kind of in the abyss with the Dual Sun, so... This is not my Cryo Shatter. I can't tap it. Alright. They could just... no, they can't. I can pop in and kill them, so... They block with something. And then I got my Tenderfoot blocker is actually pretty nice here, so... Sure. So they're in the abyss. Broodguard can be a 6/6. I think our blocks are pretty good, honestly. So I could make it a 7/7, but like I have to tap something relevant, I think, to do that. I'm not gonna do that. So sure. Play Broodguard, Sega. Now they go Lander. That's a lot of damage. They play... Oh my god. Man, their deck is freaking chonky. Alright. So... This thing's covering up the size of this thing. We're at 26. I think this is, like, pretty sketchy for them, honestly. I think they're going to get massacred in combat here. But, sure. Yeah, nothing. Everything's face up. Everything's on the board. So, this says trample. This does not. The 6. This is going to die anyway. Do I want this to block? This is probably here. And then this one's H reach. Like, lock this so our attacks are better. And then maybe just chump. So now we're looking at... It's a lot of damage still, but... yeah, the only tramplers are these 3. Which, of course, are not getting through. I guess killing Godmaw is pretty important. So maybe we actually do... This is tough. 7... Maybe we just leave the stinger. Then we got these ropes, huh? Like this. This is 6, 12. It's 20 coming through. Holy shit, man. Killing Godball is really important, so I agree with that. I think this is fine. Cryo Shadow has no bearing on trample. We're keeping a lot of our stuff, you know, so I think this is fine. As long as I'm not dead. 6, 12. Sure. This is fine. I don't know if this is right or not, but we just used 4 ropes to try to figure out this combat step, and here we are. So a lot of our stuff's gonna live, a lot of their stuff's gonna die. The Godmaw is dead. Again, our Tenderfoot was huge, and this looks great for us. I mean, like, they're in the abyss. I have huge creatures left over. Nothing is trampled on there. This guy's trampled, but we have 2 more things to play too. That was great. Yeah. All right, attack with this. 10-10 double strike. Chump block with a 4/4. Not a bad place to be. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think we're looking pretty good. Range Rover. Rover, come on over. And don't forget we have the pump on the Adepts too. So we draw a land, we can double pump. That's awkward. Okay, sure. Now maybe we send the Broodguard to lead in also. No, shit, that's a bad block. Sure. I mean, alright, we just attack, I guess. We could send in the Dock Worker drone. That's pretty bad too. Yeah, whatever. I think we just abyss them to death. I guess the Breacher can get into, right? It's still pretty good. I'll shoot that they have this guy, so I'll just abyss them to death. Alright, play get Landers, Symbiosis. Say go. Got a bunch of stuff left in our deck, so I think maybe we should have played the third Focus Fire. That's the card I've been wanting to draw like basically every game. It's really good in our deck. And not playing the third copy was pretty bad. I don't know what we would have cut, but all right. What's the money card here? We have no equipment with the captain, unfortunately. Chose not to play it. I don't think it was that important. Still don't. So now we have double pumps on Dual Sun Adepts. We stand to draw a bunch of cards too. Sure. Whatever, man. Just freaking attack. Alright, so pump the team. Kill all your shit.
Game.
Woo!
Blouses.
Alright, let's go. Real fast change. I'm going to talk about the relations for the third Focus Fire. I think Focus Fire is awesome in our deck. And our guys aren't that big for relations, I mean. And we have Banishing Light and All Fate Stalker to remove stuff. This is mostly what matter, like Sword Splash shares in our deck, so that's changed. Reminder, Spotlight Series planetary rotations happening in Orlando this weekend, 29th and the 31st. I'll be there with Corey in the booth and also alongside Alien Reed. Standard post-rotation, huge event, 8 Pro Tour slots, bunch of money, lots of fun. And a bunch of other great events too. You can play Commander, you can draft, play other games as well. Great stuff. Check it out, SGCon Orlando. Again, StarCityGames.com/SGCon for more information. And again, if you can't watch, tune in on YouTube only, not on Twitch. Exclusively YouTube now. I don't know exactly why the reason that is, but that's how it is. So, no! Not like this. All right, we're gonna mulligan. It sucks. Will there be 32 VBs in top 8? Tune in and find out, I guess. All right, so we're gonna mulligan into. It's better. All right, let's dump the Breacher. We better 4-drop. So this is not a great hand in the play here, but hopefully Starfighter Pilot can get us out of this.
Somebody's playing a prank on
It's funny because it is almost better on a later turn because they'll always just choose the land they're gonna play on turn 1 typically. Seed Ship Brood Tiller. Punch it, Chewie! Alright, so we're gonna play a land. We're going to attack. Honored Knight Captain. I don't love it, but I'm gonna ship it. We're gonna block. All right, so let's just take our hit here. This is fine. Not the best exchange ever. And then we could just hold Lightstall Inquisitor to try and trigger the Sunstar Lightsmith. It's possible we're far enough behind. We just need to try and if we don't trigger this, we're not gonna win. I'm gonna do that. I think. Clearly, it might go wrong for us, but. Here's Pollinator and Stinger. Jeez. Yeah, we're on the mulligan on the play, which is pretty bad. We draw all Fate Stalker. That might draw out a removal spell, honestly. We hardcast Stalker on Stinger. And then if you draw a land, we can do both in one turn. I like that a lot. Let's do this. Not stoked to hit a Stinger with this thing, but I think that allows us to keep surveilling. Keep a land on top, so we want, and then now we can guarantee a card off this next turn, which is pretty good. And they might also burn a removal spell on my Stalker now and not my Lightsmith. So I'm a pretty big fan of trying to not put absolute heaters under your all Fate Stalker like Banisher Priest effects, because like you just get blown out too much if you do that. So land 4. And survey says.
Anyone home?
Nothing. So we are going to go right to combat. And I think they're going to kill this in combat and block this, and I'm totally cool with that. Botanist, that's fine. Just keeping a spell on top so I can try and double spell next turn.
Anyone home?
Alright, we still get to draw a card here no matter what, so we're just going to play a land. Play this. Could have Gravkill. We can't do nothing this turn, so we'll just take our card, whatever. Maybe we got lucky and then don't have Gravkill. That'd be sick, but I think we're pretty committed at this point. They're going to Inquisitor a Swamp, and they have nothing?
Inconceivable!
Don't have the, they can't have the Black X spell. That wouldn't do it. Something weird's going on here, folks. Something weird's going on here. Something dicey. If they had the Black X spell, they wouldn't have chosen the Swamp to come in tap because it would have just absolutely blown us out, right? Unless they made a major mistake. But this is a sketchy scenario to be sure. Black X. If they had Gravkill, they would have end-step killed Lightsmith, I think. But the problem is that if we want to play where we want to try and trigger this in combat because we're going to cast Focus Fire, I want to play this first. If they have a Wrath, I don't want to play this first. It's a little weird, but I think we're just going to jam. I think Wayfarer is better than a random card. All right, we are doing nothing. Say go. Do they have the...
Waka waka.
That's the best you can do? What is going on? Okay. Karn's confused too. All right. It's funny that relations would have been better there. We just won the game, but nope, still not the Wrath. What's?
No, don't do this. Enough is enough.
Okay. We'll take it. We're playing for our trophy next round, folks. Yeah, that's sure.
Now this is pod racing.
Trophy and Diamond 3, which is the more important part. All right, here we go, folks. We're looking for a trophy, and our hand is pretty poopy. Karn agrees. All right, we got a mulligan. This sucks. Like, this is like our... I think in the games we cast a card on turn 3, we're probably like 70% to win or something like that. I think this card's so important in our deck, but we got a mulligan this. Sure. It's not great. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't lie to you. It's not great. Check it back in here. What are you doing? That card's good. All right. We got a bit of an uphill battle here. On the draw, on the mulligan. Opponent's got a pretty nice little hand here. Alright. We need to stop drawing lands also. We bottomed the lands here, right? We did. Yeah, we did. We have seen this card like 5 times today, I feel like. Ballooning stingers. Alright. Stingers. It's pretty annoying, honestly, because it makes our Dockworker drone kind of irrelevant. No land. This is so bad, though, because, like, Screw beats Flood every time because they have 5 spells in their hand, and I have all lands. So I'm not going to be able to capitalize on the fact that they're mana screwed here, which sucks. Alright. Yeah, Once Upon a Galaxy's gas. I've been playing it a ton. I gotta make a video for it, actually. I gotta just offer the trade. Alright. I'm gonna warp. I'm not gonna play a naked drone. Again, I'm very concerned that they just have 5 spells in their hand, and we're just gonna, like... They're eventually just gonna draw land and beat us. The rover. And they're attacking? Alright. Attacking is a pretty weird place. It's really important in your games to, you know, I keep saying it, but, like, understand who's to beat down, you know? Understanding, like, what's the end of the game gonna look like, and how did, like, things line up for you if the game goes long versus goes short. Trying to trade damage here at a spot where you have 6 spells in your hand, like, is kind of weird, you know? And an insane late game engine too. Like, just let the game go long, you know? What are you doing? But all right, so if we attack now, trading Luminary for Rover is like kind of bad. Damn. How we can afford to not do it? So they can also use the lander immediately. All right, where should I build our board? So go. Get a lander. We need to draw spells. I mean, there's no 2 ways about it. We just have to draw some spells. Terra Botanist, please. Not Terra Botanist, whatever. The Terra Symbiosis. They're gonna encounter kill my god. Great, that's fine. They killed like the worst creature actually. Why didn't they kill the 3/3? Whatever. Land Seeker. Alright, well, now they're finding their lands. And now they're also stationing their thing, too. This is gonna be a hard game. They didn't station anything? And we draw Broodguard Elite? Okay. Maybe we're turning around here. That's pretty sweet. We like that. Just gonna jam this bad boy, but the counter's on the Dockworker drone, right? So give me a warp for 5. No attacks. On the drone. That's a big pickup. Like, really, really good in the spot. Oh yeah, this is not a bite. It actually does damage itself. So they're gonna use the lander. And now we're hitting like the part of our deck that actually like does stuff, which is good. Still really love to draw the Terra Symbiosis, but Elites are pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Definitely does what this deck is trying to do. Yeah, we really wanted to draw a big spell, and this is, if you squint, 2 big spells. Alright, they're going to station up. Alright. We draw a Star Fighter Pilot. I think I like holding off on this. I think I like attacking significantly this turn. Playing the pilot as a vessel for the Dockworker drone counters. Not this card again! Why is this card destroying us every possible turn? Alright, sure. This card has been wrecking us all day. We had one of our decks that was unplayable, but... Alright, so put this here. Also, when you're flooded, we wish we had the equipment in our deck. Could have played it, but... We get an island. Sure. This Death Touch is really, really annoying me. We have ways to kill the Death Touch. We could just, like, slow down a little bit. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright. Pretty good rare here in Starfield Vocalist. This doubles your ETBs. And now the land is online. Okay. I don't like it. Nice. It's pretty good.
Bingo!
Alright.
Just leaves the battlefield. Alright, so we could blink this to leave the battlefield, then it comes back as 0, so don't do that. I guess we're just gonna all Fate Stalker the Stinger, right? Like, and just get in. We get Scry. It's half their life total on a 1/1 attack. They can Rover and then sack it, which is like fine. We get to sack ours too and get more Broodguard mana. Okay. Maybe you won't sack ours. I think we're turning it around, folks. They sack their lander, they get a red. These forests are going to start turning into 2/2s. Again, there are a lot of bad things that happen with this card in play. But... a little scared, not going to lie. That's fine. Double landfall, but... Colossus, love it. That's a pretty good turn. We're not going to shuffle away our Banishing Light. We're going to untap. So we Banishing Light the 5/5, attack with our pilot. They have to double block, which is pretty good. But we still have the Elite too. Yeah, I can't afford to Banish Light this Vocalist. I think we need to kill to remove power and dump us off the board. We just can't let this game go long with this thing in play. So let's Banishing Light. Hit the 5/5. Send. Oh, I should have done this first. That was stupid. All right. I mean, it actually doesn't matter. I mean, it would have mattered if it's a good card on top, but whatever. It's fine. Never punish, etc., etc.
Oh, whoops. Whoops.
They double block, sure. That's a pretty good trade, honestly. We still have this ridiculously large Broodguard coming in next turn. It's going to be a freaking 6/6 that moves 6 counters around. It's close. It's a close one. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. All right, so I think they have Extinguisher Battleship. That's my thought. It's the 8 mana vehicle does 4 to everything. In which case we should block with our All Fate Stalker to make sure that the blooming guy dies too. This is what I was here. It's just like, sorry. Clearly, you know, clear emergency meeting spot where like, okay, this really, really weird thing is happening. Why in God's name are they doing this? You know, and that is the only card that I can think of. Why they would jam their awesome 4-toughness creature into my life total with a huge board like this and 7 lands in play. So, Either land is land battleship. I guess it will trigger twice, technically, if it is true. It triggers twice, so it will actually kill both things either way. That's kind of cute. So yeah, you know what? We should take it. That's fine. That's right. So if it didn't trigger twice, I would block with a Stalker, I think. That's pretty tough, though, to block with Stalker here. As if I double block, they can just not kill the Stalker.
Poor predictable Bart always takes rocks.
Okay. So this is tough because it only takes 5 to crew this thing. It's 10-10. And they have this freaking stupid land in play. Man. I really want this win. Oh, I think at this thing, I forgot it kills a thing too. Oh my god, we're so dead. Oh, we're so dead. Alright, never mind. Alright.
A brilliant player can get a strong hand cracked, go on tilt, and lose his mind along with every single chip in front of him.
That was a pretty shitty last game. Starfield Vocalist and the World and the Battleship. I don't think we could have done anything differently this game either. That's dumb. I mean, the problem with this wrap was we punted our first loss. This should have been a 7-win run for sure. All right, yep, that's a bummer. That's you can't afford to throw away matches at the higher levels of Magic. So is what it is. We'll just have to suck it up and draft again later. You know. All right, so I would say even though we punted and didn't get 7 wins, I am very pleased with the result of this deck. Terra Symbiosis was insane. Every game we drew it felt like we just couldn't lose. And even then, like, I think our deck was just, like, fine without it. You know, we had, like, I think the Focus Fires are really good in this deck. I know White's considered one of the worst colors in the format, but this deck used the white cards pretty well. White was super open. We were able to put together a pretty good aggressive curve with some top-end stuff as well. And yeah, this deck was great. So I like the deck a lot. It deserved a 7-2. I punted. It's my fault. Pilot error. What are you going to do, you know?
You fool!
Happens. But there you go. Deck's really, really cool. Our first time playing green-white and really cool stuff. So that's episode 16 of the books. You two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.